Welcome to the curriculum overview for discovering your path to happiness. My name's Chris Hall from Be What You Want, and I'd like to welcome you to this course. Before I go into any detail, let me introduce myself. I'm the CEO and founder of Be What You Want, which is an organization based in Australia delivering live events around the world. We also deliver inspirational online courses, hence why you and I are having this conversation now. If you want to find us online, go to bewhatyouwant.net, and then indeed on Facebook, facebook.com/bewhatyouwant, and join in the conversation. Now, in the context of Udemy, I am new to Udemy in December 2017. I published my first course on how to stop procrastinating. And I'm happy to say that within January 2018, more than 6,000 people have signed up. You can check out our reviews. We've got more than 80. And on average, they're a 4.6 star rating or above. So why did I write this course? I wrote this course because I am naturally a happy person. And I also have many years of coaching and speaking experience. So there was a unique opportunity to combine my natural tendencies with personal development and speaking knowledge. That is what I've put together in this curriculum. Let's break it down. So there are 4 sections in this course. Section 1 is on self-care. Self-care is so important because it's the activity that allows us to give ourselves energy. It doesn't depend on people. It doesn't depend on circumstances. If we genuinely look after ourselves, then we will feel vibrant no matter what. Coming a close second, and in the second section, are relationships. Relationships are crucial. These are the things that actually matter on your deathbed. It doesn't matter what your job title was or how much money you earned. It matters what impact you had on people, including your family and friends and the world around you. We then move on to pursuits. And pursuits are going, yes, into the professional realm. We'll look at purpose, we'll look at goals, but it also extends to the general pursuits of life. So we'll break that down. And then finally, we're looking at perspectives. This is the philosophical piece. How can we shift perspectives around sometimes challenging areas? So going into detail, on the self-care side, we're starting off with nature and examining the wonderful physiological and psychological benefits of nature. We're then looking at the neurochemicals of happiness, which is the chemistry side. Moving on to exercise, and we make some interesting links to how exercise can help alleviate tendencies towards depression, can improve your body image, and of course, have some wonderful effects in terms of your happiness. We're then going to do a piece on compassion. Now, when I say compassion, it's actually self-compassion. How much compassion do you have for yourself? And that would be a very deep and introspective journey. What you'll notice, by the way, is that anytime you see something like a PDF or a link, these are the extra resources that you can come to and either download or read in addition to the course. Anytime that I've done a PowerPoint presentation, I've converted this into a PDF so that you can print it off or download it onto your computer at any time. We talk about sleep, the importance of sleep. We talk about alcohol, self-love, how to process negative emotions so that you can clear the deck. And then we also talk about working less. Now, I'm not going to go into detail now because that's what the course is for, but let's carry on. Relationships. What is the contrast between small talk and meaningful conversation? How can meaningful conversation bring depth to your relationships? We then look at religion and spirituality. Even if you don't have religious or spiritual beliefs, I invite you to just have a quick look at this quick video. And then we move on to money, relationships, and your needs. And the thing we explore here is once you get beyond certain needs, to what extent can money bring you happiness? And there's a wonderful framework that I go into detail in this presentation there. We look at forgiveness and how forgiveness is actually not about the other people. It's about giving a gift to yourself, because if you can relieve yourself of that emotional baggage, then you feel lighter and happiness can enter your life again. We'll look at emotional trauma, and we'll also look at the serious subject of dealing with toxic relationships and how you can identify them and consider actions going forward. So once we've done section 2, we move on to pursuits. Now, pursuits, we'll look at everything from variety and certainty, the experiences that you can plan, the types of activities that you can have spontaneity around them, the impact they will have on your neurochemistry and your sense of challenge and learning in life. We'll look at altruism. So altruism is about helping people. That goes from everything to friends, family, to larger charity communities. We'll look at SMART goals, and I'll make the link very clear about how being smart in your goal setting has a direct impact on that feeling of success. Then we'll look at living true to your values. We'll examine what are your values, how do you express them, and how do they manifest. And then as a final piece within pursuits, we'll look at purpose. So how do you find what your purpose is in life? How do you spot it, and what are the qualities of purpose? In the final section, perspectives, we'll look at the wheel of life. You may be familiar with this if you've been coached before, but again, I'll show you how to use that so that you don't need a coach. We'll then look at optimism and how you cultivate that. That's a bit of a speaking from the heart piece for me. And then we'll look at irrational beliefs. What are irrational beliefs, and how can you have the tools to challenge them so that they don't hold you back? Gratitude is absolutely crucial to feeling happy. So I'll show you some of the things that I feel grateful for, and I'm sure you'll relate to them. We'll then look at the present moment, the idea of happiness being in the now. Ultimately, we can only ever experience something in the now. So if we can be present, then actually we'll notice happiness when it arrives. The last two subjects are the levels of self. If you've heard of the inner child, the inner adult, and the inner parent, this is really cool stuff. That's what we'll be examining in this presentation. And then once we've rounded that off, we'll do a course conclusion. There is an opportunity for you to ask questions at any point throughout the course. I'd like to draw your attention to this Q&A section here. If you have a request as well, please just post it in there. I'm here to help you. Please consider me as your coach, and I look forward to taking this journey with you along the way. So let's get cracking on section 1. Start off with self-care, go through the sequence. They're designed on purpose in a certain way, and I hope you enjoyed the course.